Hey folks, Zoe Maya here. Welcome back to Haven's Kitchen. Today we're making loaded BBQ breakfast tacos. We love this recipe because it's a great way to get vibrant, loaded breakfast tacos that are filling and delicious. And honestly, if you can scramble eggs, you can make this recipe. We're gonna start by scrambling those eggs, and then we're also gonna make a really bright, tangy condiment with some red onion, some cilantro, some fresh lime juice as a garnish for our tacos. And then we're gonna bring a little bit of a creamy element with avocado, some cotija cheese, and then of course our star, our tangy barbecue sauce, which adds such a delicious rounded flavor. It's not too sweet because it's made with dates and plums instead of your traditional kind of more sugary, syrupy barbecue sauces. And that's one thing that I just love about it. It makes it so much more versatile, and I can't wait for you to try these tacos. If this recipe seems like something you'd like to try, make sure to subscribe to see all of our future recipe videos. All right, let's cook. The first thing you want to get out is a non-stick skillet to scramble your eggs. That's just going to make it a really easy process. They come together in 3 to 4 minutes. I'm also going to show you my favorite way to warm up tortillas so that you get a nice little char on the edges and just that really classic corn tortilla flavor, which is activated when you put those directly onto a flame. So for a nice bright pop of flavor, the first thing we're gonna do is make our condiment, and that's with chopped cilantro, which I like to just bunch up into like a tight little ball and then just run my knife through it. And that's gonna make sure that things get cut evenly, and it also makes a nice neat pile on your cutting board so you don't have like cilantro confetti running all over the place. So we're just gonna give that a nice rough chop and transfer it to our bowl here. We're also going to use a fresh lime. We'll save the other one to garnish. Give that a nice little squeeze. Yum. And then we're gonna add some finely minced red onion and a couple healthy pinches of salt. All right, you're gonna mix together your condiment and just set it aside. That salt is gonna bring out some of the natural juices of the onion. And so even though this doesn't look super juicy right now, as it sits, all those flavors are just gonna meld together and become a super delicious, bright garnish for our tacos. The next thing we're gonna do is get started scrambling our eggs. So I'm gonna crack my eggs into a bowl and just whisk them together before I get started. And again, we're gonna just add a pinch or two of salt to our eggs just to season them nicely. A lot of people don't know this, but there's actually a protein in eggs that is activated by salt. So if you've ever tried eggs that you were like, these don't taste quite right, they might have forgotten to salt them, because you can't actually fully taste an egg if it's not salted. Once you have your eggs cracked and whisked, we can move to the stove and we'll get them nice and scrambled and fluffy. So what we're looking for here is these edges to get bubbly and opaque, and then we're just gonna start moving them into the center to create these beautiful folds and let the uncooked egg run through to the edges. Once you start to see those edges get opaque and bubbly again, just repeat that process. And once they start to cook and you want to just kind of tip it a little bit, that's a great technique too. And see, you get these beautiful folds, which you can just scoop onto the tacos really, really nicely. Yum. These are gonna continue cooking, so we're just gonna set them off the heat. So my tip for you here is to heat your tortillas right over the flame. That's gonna give you a nice char, and you're just looking to warm them through like 15 to 20 seconds per side. What you're looking for is a nice little bit of char on the edges, and you want them to be soft and pliable and super delicious. So once they kind of start to wilt a little bit, that tells me that they're warming up, and I'll just flip them over, and then you get those beautiful little blackened edges. That's gonna make that corn flavor really shine. If this makes you nervous, you could absolutely use a cast iron skillet. The key here is that you want a really high heat. All right, we've got our eggs scrambled, we've got our tortillas warmed up, our condiment is nice and juicy, and we're gonna get started and plate this up. So here we have it, loaded BBQ breakfast tacos ready to eat. So these look so inviting. I see fluffy scrambled eggs, this crunchy, crisp, bright condiment of onions, lime, cilantro, a little bit of touch of creamy cheese, and of course, our tangy barbecue sauce, bringing it all together at the base. I also love the char we got on these corn tortillas, so make sure to use that tip when you're making these. So lastly, we're just gonna give these a quick squeeze of lime for a pop of flavor. If you enjoyed this recipe, be sure to like this video and subscribe to see all of our future cooking videos. For the full recipe and a textable shopping list, click the link below. Thanks for watching, and cook feliz!